So in this video, I'm just going to do some minor repairs on my scrubbers. So these are one of my most used tools, along with a washer and liquidator squeegee. Sometimes things snag up and threads come out of place. So I could just cut it off, but because I want this to last and stay good for many years, I'm just going to sew it back in place. Right, I really need some tissue paper, which I haven't got. Anyway, so what I'm just going to do is put a few threads in here. And have I got a thimble? I've got a thimble actually, so let's use this. No, I haven't. That's not a thimble. Ah, there's one. Okay, so this will help me push this through. Okay, so right, so while I'm doing a little bit of maintenance work on my tools, I've got some things that I wanted to say. This is real stiff. Might be easier if I just push it through this way. So, a couple of people in the last, I would say, week or so have said, yeah, I use the liquidator sparingly. I use it maybe on a pole, or I maybe use it for one or two jobs, and then I go back to using it's typically an Unger squeegee, and they say, yeah, it's good, but you know, I get too many problems with it overall with lines and whatnot. So more than likely, the lines will either be your rubber, there's a problem with your rubber, or there's a problem with your damaged end clips or damaged channel, maybe a damaged handle. And then the other issue will be, well, are you using a soap solution that I use? And what I use allows me to decrease my lines, not increase my lines. So I said to both of these guys, what you got to do is think of your liquidators as the lowest standard that you go to. So when it comes to using your squeegee, any other squeegee is in fact, like it or not, below standard, because this is a new standard, right? It's a new standard. It's precision, it's accuracy. And what that means is the standard has been risen, the bar has been hired, and unfortunately, to get the benefits of the tool, the most of the benefits, you have to become a lot better at your job. And a lot of people are not interested in, because they already think, or they assume to themselves, well, I've already been doing it for 10 years or 20 years. I don't need to improve. It's the tool's fault. So think of the liquidator, okay, as the lowest standard to go for. Anything else, okay, is under standard, is below standard. So because it's the new standard, think of it as, this is what I need to go for, and to get, this is caught up here, to get to a good high standard of skill, speed, efficiency, effectiveness, I need to raise my standard. And yeah, the liquidator is the lowest standard, and there is no other tool to go for, reach for, unless you want to self-modify your channels. And 100% guaranteed, your modified channels, no matter how good you are or think you are at modifying your channels, won't come anywhere close to the precision and accuracy as these end clips. As long as these end clips are not worn out, not destroyed, not messed around with, they are the absolute standard, or you could say the absolute best. Right, so what I'm going to do is use this thread again and just look for some of these scrubbers here that are just started to fray, and we're going to go for a few threads in here. Right, so as I said, these scrubbers here, they use so much. I mean, if I lost these for my work, I would be like, it'd be like I've lost a hand here, because the time that I save without putting my tools away, the time and the speed that I get from using these scrubbers rather than using another type of scrubbing tool, well, it's one of the reasons why I say that I'm 3, 4, 5 times quicker, more times quicker than the average local window cleaner around my area. And talking about what window cleaners tend to say is, well, I'm honest, right? I say how I see things, and people obviously don't like hearing the truth. Now, I've had people, well-known people, right? They're envious, they're jealous. You've got nothing to be jealous about, right? I'm nothing special. I'm just a window cleaner that doesn't work like most window cleaners. So if you want to be envious of that, then yeah, be envious and do something about it so you don't work like everybody else. But what they said was, Polzn Bladz, he's lazy. He's lazy. Well, in one respect, I am lazy. I'm lazy because I do not want to do what these other window cleaners who call me lazy do. And that is work longer, harder, slower, forever get less results. But I could turn it round and say to them, or say, just throw it back in their face and say, well, the people who are lazy are the people who, first of all, want to close their ears, close their eyes, and don't want to accept that the things that I say is not to be hurtful or to be negative, because yeah, I'm negative because I'm saying the truth. They're not only lazy because they don't want to change, they think they are something they are not. They're lazy and they're also very lousy because the work that they produce is of a low standard. It is working longer, harder, slower, forever, getting less results. So, you know, when you're working, and most window cleaners that watch my videos are not, they're just one-man band window cleaners like myself. I've got nothing to be boasting about. I'm just a one-man local window cleaner. That's it. The difference is I don't want to do and I don't want to work like everybody else. And I don't want to have that mentality of being envious of other people. If you want to be whatever you want to be, great. But I don't want to be anybody other than myself. Okay. And I think the best advice I can say is just be yourself, but be the best version of yourself. So when it comes to your work, you're a one-man band window cleaner, just like me. So work done, yeah, is time, right? So you sacrifice your time when you're at work. I need to get a new thread because this is running out. So if you can save time whilst getting high quality results, that is obviously the icing on the cake. I mean, who would argue having more time or getting better quality results in less time is something to argue about? Well, there are people that argue about it and have argued about it for about a decade. They hate what I say, they hate what I do, and they say I'm negative, I'm lazy, I'm whatever. They obviously use personal insults because that's all they can do. What else can they say other than go with personal insults? Bit of concentration needed here. Get it through that eye. What else can they resort to? Because their egos and their lousy behaviour, they can't argue anything other than being rude and aggressive. They've lost the argument, haven't they? So liquidators, yeah, you need to change, you need to improve. You definitely need to improve. You definitely need to have a different type of soap solution to get the benefits of what the liquidator can give you. But most of all, what you got to improve is how you perform. And if you don't want to perform and get to a higher level and work less hard become lazy, but not lousy. So I'm lazy, yes, I agree. I'm lazy, but my work is definitely the opposite to lousy. Tool, technique, zero detail, zero mistake. Sometimes you might have to take a little bit of time when you're on the pole to get precise work done if you're working on a very awkward, slim, narrow, sticky, horrible window to work on. But if you can focus your skills and your ability on that very difficult situation on that window, then whatever other window you work on will be a breeze. So yeah, work on trying to be the best and work on awkward situations, awkward, nasty windows, because once you nail that, anything you deal with on a day-to-day basis, you're just millions and millions and millions of light years ahead of everybody else. So the only thing I can say that I'm proud of is I don't want to emulate anybody other than myself being the best I can be in the lousy, low thought of job that I'm in. I'm just a local bog standard window cleaner to most people. That's the status that I'm in. But if you can be the best ever version of yourself and continue to strive to become better and better and better and have your lowest standard possible of reaching for the liquidator and aiming for tool and technique on every window you clean, that's all what matters, because you're putting more money in your pocket every single time and shortening the length of work that you're out working every single time.